Alright, what's up guys? It's day 2 of finishing the setup. My room looks a mess. I already built the table obviously yesterday, and it did not fall down overnight, so that's good. I think I'm gonna keep the monitors this way because it's still in the middle, but you know, I have enough space for my PC as well, and the PC even has a good amount of space. So I think what we're gonna do now is just do the finishing touches. We're gonna unbox some packages that we got. That includes, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you yet. You're gonna have to see, but they're gonna be really good for the setup, and we gotta organize all this. So let's get into it. Quick pause in the time lapse. This is gonna be the first time we're trying the feature to actually move the desk up. Yeah, because I was like, it's too cramped, and I was like, wait a minute, I literally can just move the desk up. So that's what we'll be trying now. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, low-key we're cooked because everything is already on the table. And I don't know if I have the energy to disassemble everything. Alright, let's see. So right here we go. Okay, that is not good. One side of the table is moving up. I think I know why. Because this thing needs to... Let's see. No. Why isn't this moving? What is this? Okay, what if I hold this here and then I move it up? See, it works. Yeah, that's the reason why. But the problem is that why is this? Okay, maybe it's good now. Oh, so I guess what you can do is so I guess that's the solution. Hold your hand here while it moves up. It's not gonna hurt your hand, just, you know, be careful. And then move it, and then it should kind of lock it into place. Ah, okay. As we can. Let's see, bro. We're gonna move it all the way. Yo. What the heck? I mean, it's supposed to be a standing desk, so imagine it just all falls down. We're at 40. Oh my. Yo. So, dude. Nah, that's crazy. All right, I'm running very low on storage, so we low-key gotta lock in. So here's what I did to cable management. It looks good, right, bro? The Vivo, I didn't even realize they have these clips. Like my monitor stand has clips to help with cable management. I didn't even know that for how many years. And I use the clips, as you can see, from the table, right? I used those, and then I used the rubber bands, and ultimately it looks a little bit of a mess back, but it's not that bad. And look in the front. Look at this. Bro, you don't even see nothing. Maybe the only thing you see is maybe that, but literally you don't see any cables. That's a W. All right, we're gonna go ahead and install this thing. I plan on putting this, I think I'll actually put it where I can't see it. I think I'm gonna see if I can put it back here so that I can just plug it in on my PC here and any USB stuff. Because I realized my cord, I don't think it's gonna be able to go all the way over there, the PC cord. So I think that's smart if I do that. Alrighty, so we installed it. Again, you just have to screw the bottom. I can show you, right? It's kind of like my my monitor stand, and there it is right there. It's a little bit messy from the side, but everything's a little bit messy from the side. But once you look at the front, look at that, bruh. It looks clean. Can barely see any wire. The only wire you see is maybe like one or two wires you'll see like in the front near the monitor there, but other than that, it looks clean. So what we're gonna do now while we still have storage left is we're gonna go ahead and just clean this area. Let's go ahead and get to it. Not trying to flex on y'all or nothing, bro. Like, I'm not trying to flex on y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, who needs change when I got all these honor societies? Yeah. Alright, let's resume. Alright, so now we gotta actually do some thinking. We move this out of the way, we move this. So now what do we do? Do we leave this table and do we leave this mirror over there to just, you know, we can put all our stuff here if we want to? Or do we take the table out and just find a different place for the mirror? Okay. We could do that. Because I want to use this mirror. I like it. Because having this big mirror makes it more room. But the question is, how are we going to do that? Like, where are we going to... How are we going to do that without it just shattering on the ground? Because I know it's going to fall down. So, Hold on now. All right, guys. So, I was thinking a lot, thinking about how I should, you know, sort of organize my room, where the bed, you know, all that. And I think this is low-key it. To be honest, right? I'll have the table over here, right? It's good because maybe we'll move it. We'll align it more. I think we're gonna move the green stuff maybe a little bit more to the right to just match that, right? And even though, right, I was thinking this is actually perfect. I'm gonna just keep this on because
right? The door, whenever I do that, it be hitting it. So I can just do that and it's not gonna hit anything else of my setup. I took away the table that was here, is gone. And the black drawer is gone. With those two being gone, now, right, what I can do this, move it to the right, that tight even if it's out, right? Because say I'm, playing a game of my setup, right? I can still move back a little bit. I can still move back. I can still move back to put my feet up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice. I can still do that. Even if I'm streaming, even if they see the bed, it's like, it's not that crazy, But even so, right? I have this. I was thinking about where do I put, here, let me put it over here. Where do I put this drawer, right? I'm like, where do I put this thing? Because I don't want it just on the ground because I don't want to have to, my back, I have to move my, reach down for it every time. But if it's by the bed, right? Say I get up from the bed, right? I can just do this. All right, bed, let me get my socks, let me get my underwear, let me get my pants, all that, right? Get up. Also, if we asleep, right? You get up, we're like, oh, okay, time to go. All right, let me get my underwear and pants right now. We can do that, right? We can be here, right? We can put on our socks, shoes, right? And then we have our clothes here too. There's enough space. If I want to, I can go a little bit in. I can grab that, right? If I want to, I can also put stuff up here. So say I can have a little cupboard of all my deodorant stuff. But at the same time, I can also use this if I want, because I do have the drawer over here too, and there's enough space over here as well. The mirror also is not gonna be here. I'm actually thinking something a little bit big brain, right? I was thinking, tell me if I'm cooking or tell me if that's dumb. I'm gonna show y'all in a second, but I put the mirror over there. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna put the mirror under, right? To hide the wires. I don't know if is that big brain or is that small brain? I don't know. All right, guys. So the setup isn't done, but I used my power too much. I am currently my hand got injured. There's a lot of ketchup, quote unquote ketchup, on my hand. YouTube, do not demonetize me, please. And I'm gonna explain to you how. So. It's stupid, really. I basically, so I was lowering I can show you right now. Let me see if I can kind of, So I was lowering the table and the mirror was right there, right? So I was like, okay, maybe let me lower the table on top of the mirror. And my hand was on the edge of it. So essentially, it was basically if I was holding the knife by its blade and had something basically pushing down on it. That's basically what happened. Luckily, it did not come off. I was smart enough to not just pull it, but instead put it the opposite direction. What's up, guys? The room is just about at its final stages before it is finally complete. And before I give you a complete, before the completion, after this snap, the room will be completed. I want to show y'all something again. I want to show y'all I bought this today. Again, I had made, this is the original poster I made. I made Gear 5 Luffy and Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo was the one I edited on Canva for the first time. But didn't print out because I was like, okay, the theme of my setup is Luffy, so why am I getting Hajime no Ippo first? But today I was like, okay, I need another, it's almost done the setup. I need another poster to put up right next to Gear 5 Luffy, so I'm about to react to see how good it is. Just got it from, oh, it looks fire, just got it from CVS. Look at this. And I made this myself. Bro, this looks sick. Bro, look at the back. If you think this setup gonna be a W, drop a W in the comments. If you think it's gonna be an L, drop an L in the comments. Here we go. Ready?